Anyway. Forgot what I was doing.
Pipe in hand, Sholmes looked down at the thick, rolling fog outside our window. I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog, he said. Indeed, a most bizarre incident, born of a curious advertisement.
No.
A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder. An executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night. And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten
This is our
village
case. That looks like Abraham
at the edge
Lincoln.
of town. There is, naturally, always another side to every case, of which most remain ignorant.
I hate birds, bro. Anyway.
And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. So quickly now, take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow.
Dang, that's
Our
where
adventure is not over yet. Come, the game is afoot.
that's where Sholmes gets his thing from. My dear fellow, probably from Wilson. Right. I think I was past this. We met the judge, and then that's it. Right, met the judge. Mika Toba. Dang, you've been in London before? Of course. Oh, okay. 3 visiting scholars. Him, and Asogi's dad. What's that? What do you mean? Really? What did he say? Mhm. The chick? The girl? Miss Sith? Because his father was a killer? Genshin Asogi. Genshin. He's a close friend of yours. Genshin came to Britain as a police detective. Really? About Kazuma, did he know? Did he know the truth about his father? Bruh, he was told his father that passed from sickness. Dang. Dude, what if his father really didn't murder those people? Do they have definitive evidence? What'd he say? Oh. So that explains why Kazuma and her are so close. They live together. He probably figured out somehow. Something else came to light that trial. Yeah, that Kazuma's alive. Having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van... Don't act like you didn't know. No. Lord Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that part, I guess. As you know, we both thought Kazuma had died. But I did know. What'd you know? Is that when your ship docked, he mysteriously vanished. Yeah, he didn't even know who we were. Wonder why Lord Strongheart didn't let us know. That's his first name, Eugen? Dang. Kaden, the frick? Genshin was arrested for a series. Dang. Too far and ended up facing charges. What? You were sent back to Japan. Dang. Did they have conclusive evidence? Of course, yeah. It's your best of luck. Yeah, you kind of have. Yeah. Well, I understand. What's that? The juror. Oh my god, that judge is tall as freak. I want to see Sholmes, but I'm getting anxious. Okay. That's Kazuma's mask. Is he here? We. The frick was that? A man screaming. That's probably Sholmes. Never mind. It's not. Who are these people? Why does this guy look so familiar? Who the frick are these people? Oh, clients of Mr. Sholmes, bruh. Gina's here. Did he just faint? Where's Sholmes, bruh? That's Kazuma's mask. We still haven't told her? Sholmes, what did you do with your hair? What the frick did you do with your hair? What the frick are you doing? Sholmes. Wash that out right now. Something wrong, Mr. Naruto. Do I have a... Go wash it off, bro. Why'd you tie your hair red? Oh, the lie you told? Ooh, let's start with that last. Your two visitors, who are they? What the frick are you talking about? I feel like they're gonna be important later. A bungalow. Okay. Redheads? Did they make you dye your hair red? Greatest problem. How should I best explain it? Are you aware? Yes, I actually am. Oh yes! I read about this not too long ago actually. Problem of rent? Are you Yo, Kazuma's gotta be here. Why is the mask here, bro? Pshaw, a large sum. New motor car. And what was the answer? Why? What, your red hair? Yeah, you know, there's nothing different about you at all. Hey. What? Alright, the lie you told. Isn't it about time you told us the truth? You said to us. Why'd you lie? That case aboard the SS Bira in January. Kazuma wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. So what was really going on? If I wasn't conscious for a very long... Don't lie to me, bro. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life... Of course, side effect to the okay. Alright. How? After they'd carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship. Why? Why do it in the first place? I'll be at liberty to elaborate in due course. Bruh. I didn't foresee subsequent... Okay. His disappearance in Hong Kong. I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment, Mr. Sholmes. Can you tell us why your freaking hair is red? We gotta ask him something. I don't have anything right now. Let me examine. Oh yeah, that mask. Why is it here? This is Kazuma's mask, it looks like. Oh, we picked it up? To the Red Heated League? What the frick does that mean? Bruh, is that why you dyed your hair red? Something on my face. Something's on your freaking hair. Always up to something, bruh. Oh yeah, let's talk to him about the hair. Alright, now we can present that, I'm assuming. Does that draw you in some way? You dyed your hair red. To your bright red hair. So, at last you've learned to apply my methods. Okay, it's right in front of me, bro. The first instance, and quite indispensable observation. Yeah. So then, allow me to regale you with the details of my last exploits. Yeah, why'd you dye your hair red? You noticed in the paper then? That my dear fellow was going to be the source of this... Wait. Go into the advertisement. So you're getting paid to have red hair, bro? Why are they paying people for? That's I don't know. So you just do it, bro? Oh my god. Interesting. Oh, okay. What are you talking about? What the frick happened? That pains me to admit it. Glad you asked. Did you see atop of my head is neither dyed nor... What? What? How did you do that? No, thank you. Oh, amateur is always hampered by such fears. But of course, to earn £4 per week, one must be bleh. So what went wrong? Keyed for 8 hours solid. I reached the front. Panel interviewers saw me. They immediately said, Mr. Bruh. Okay. So naturally I had no choice but to reply, shh, don't give me away. Which I could do little else but to... Aww. Why? So I turned that pen to the police. Wait, did you even have a reason? Alright. Mr. Shams, you mentioned before you're expecting a guest. Indeed, that is correct. Oh. Young gentlewoman. Oh, okay. I have you in my clutches now, Rent. Okay. That hearty laugh is rasking rather sinister thoughts. Alright, yeah, I'll come back later. You better freaking fix that hair soon, bro. Where should we go? We should go to our chief's office. Oh snap, Van Zakes is here? Dang, this guy's like 6'7" foot tall too. Here's the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I've supplemented your original with the figures you asked them for in the yard. I see, excellent work, thank you. You're welcome, my lord. Oh, okay. What's Lord Van Zakes doing here? Seems to be an awful lot of tension in the air. I don't know, they seem kind of nice to each other. Okay. Dark dress. What? I don't have a dark dress. Oh, my, you know, I'm stupid. Something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room at such perfect temperature. If you're sure, the beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise. Because of the daggers you're staring at me with mainly. Okay, they're doing some sort of meeting? Okay. I'll attend at once. Why did you give me that look when you left? Yeah, what the heck? What the frick? I haven't done anything, have I? Whew. Oh, my bad. You should have said right-hand woman. I'm terribly sorry about that. I was just, Fear not, you've done nothing wrong. Dr. Scythe's own wrongdoing, but you told her not to participate. You needn't concern yourself with it any further. Okay. Lord Van Zakes is doing an admirable job of holding the fort, though disturbingly his apprentice has been missing. Oh. Dang. Yeah, sounds like a tremendous achievement. 20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation and cooperation between policing organizations, which is why. Okay. Very passionate. I'm the only person in this country who truly cared. Okay. It was my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General. Okay. I first established the forensics investigation team a year ago, experimentally to start with. With Dr. Scythe at the helm, it was steadily accruing an impressive record of achievement. I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to a full-blown forensic investigation department. And can you not do that now? Obviously, nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment. Okay. This incident will set... Okay. Whoops, I didn't... Yeah. Of course not. We should all be grateful to you both. Anyway, I'll still reform this country's policing. This might delay my... Okay. Whatever you say. About Lord Van Zieg's apprentice. Ah yes, that came as a surprise to me. Liar. How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zieg's in the first place? Because of you, right? It came about 3 months ago. An unidentified Asian man. Right. What I feel like is lying. They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel. What the heck was that? He had no papers to identify him, no passport, and he was suffering from amnesia too. Other than the fact that he was clearly of the Eastern descent, there were no clues as to who he was. So I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zieg's. You know that's Kazuma, right? No, of course he knows. But then why the mask? I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zieg's with tiresome explanations about why he had an Eastern apprentice. Nah, you probably lying, bruh. He's proving to be great help to Lord Van Zieg's. I have high hopes for his future. Do you know where he's gone? No idea. Why are you lying? No, I knew. Well, didn't know before that trial, but... yeah. Finding out my friend's father was... yeah. Ferocious dog. So the true identity of the killer couldn't be made public then, and can't be made public now. Nobody in our country knows it was him. Neither do the citizens of London. Understandable. The main motivation was to avoid aggravating relations between our two nations. Correct. However, it has to be noted that there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause. What? Of a mass murder. The majority of the man's victims were a blight on the aristocracy of the day. Somewhat ironically, their deaths actually benefited... What? Okay. Yeah, wait, like killing bad people? What? Well, I guess I'll be seeing you later. Yeah, let's go home. Aha! Here is my guest now, my latest client. With money, okay. Remember, Iris, we are at present gripped by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating. Yeah, don't spare anyone's feelings, will you? Jesus Christ. This girl, I remember her. Mr. Sholmes, please find my husband. He's run away. That's the case he didn't want. To upset me. I beg your pardon? Never mind. Personal matter. My apologies. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Rahu? I didn't even say anything, bro. Come, my dear madam, be seated. I'll order some tea, if you please. What's the matter? I've seen her, yeah, in the jury, right? As I explained earlier, my name is Evie Vigil. I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object, simply name your figure. Money and wealth are of little consequence to me. Yeah, right, shut up. Bro, stop faking. If I might inquire, sir. This gentleman and lady would be... Oh, me? What I'm about to tell you, I should like to communicate in the strictest confidence, you understand? These are my friends. I assure you, you may say before this pair anything which you may say to me. I see. I can vouch for the gentleman personally, after all. He's hard of hearing. Okay. Forgive me for asking, Mrs. Vigil, but have we met before? Oh my! Pshaw, my dear fellow, what is your intention? Clearly you have no... Okay. Alright. I'm not trying to flirt with her frickin'... She already has a husband, bro. Is it possible that you're the nice... Ah, yeah. What? I'm not... Bro, I'm not hard of... Pardon? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Don't worry if you can't hear it. Okay. Now look what you freaking started. God. I believe it will be prudent for you to sit quietly in the corner. Yes. Tell us about your husband, madam. Mr. Vigil, my daily is 40 years. I have a photograph here. That is one ugly freaking man. An entirely unremarkable gentleman by appearance. How long have you been married? Dang. As it would appear, I need only look at you to know these things. Your dress is the latest style, your hair clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared. He has become embroiled in some... Okay. What is this? What's his job? What exactly is your husband's line of work? A warder at prison. Okay. So your husband is a prison warder. Well, in actual fact, he's... Oh, chief. Okay. Indeed, I see. Well, chief prison warder certainly qualifies as something of a specialist occupation. Dang. Yes, I believe your prudence is justified. Tell me, at what prison is your husband engaged? Really? Barsley? Oh, a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there's a large cemetery just behind it. Lowgate? I don't even remember that one. Oh, man. Unbelievable, my dear fellow, and yet undeniable. Pay no heed, madame. Pay no heed. Private matter. So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing? I'm sorry, yesterday. My dear Mrs. Vigil, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police? In truth, Mrs. Vigil, I concur with the police. Dang. However, let us not be hasty. I see no reason why we should not engage my deductive powers to track your husband down anyway. Furthermore, let me assure you, chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month. Okay. Shut up, you don't say that, bro. What? Dang. I live here. Don't look at me with those pleading eyes. Look, I live here too. Shouldn't I be paying you rent? Well, my dear fellow? Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually. What did you make of him? Where her husband worked? Yeah. It's all very peculiar. Sorry? Alright. You're not coming? Surely you needn't ask. Because of your hair? Oh my god. So you're gonna try to change it? Okay. Did you go to Lime Street with that hair? Rather busy fixing your... Oh my god. Freaking of course you are, bro. Yeah, let's go here. Dang, what the frick? Ugh. Sky looks like Dutch. Caden. Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm Ryan Osuke. Does that mean what? Yeah, I'm a visiting student. Japan. Alright, red chill, bro. Wow. What, you racist? You're not gonna... Wow. Okay. What hair, bro? Surely means... Because the professor case? Bro. No. Bro. He's racist. How are we gonna prove that? Can we bring that woman with us? Alright, oh my god. Bro, you're just out. Bro, where's the judge? Is he over here? No. Make a Toba. Where's Judge Gyoku? Yeah. Yeah, can you do that? What? Bruh. What are we supposed to do then? What's your idea? I was gonna like... Alright. Yeah. Bro, how are we supposed to know you knew Mikotoba? What? That's right, his wife came to us and asked to investigate. Did you say was? He left the job. What? What? 10 years? How's he getting his money? She doesn't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Execution. Weird. Probably was. I'll be right back. I have a massive headache. I'm so tired, but I want to finish this case. Charming. Bro, oh my god. Really? Because of one man? You guys act like freaking, like, murderers in a man's freaking jeans. Okay. Hmm. Dang. Yes, we can show Mrs. Vigil. What, leave? Alright. Bro, Sholmes is a faker most times, but... Sholmes. Sholmes. I know you too. Oh, never mind, it's Iris. Bro, what'd you do now? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, he made his hair blue. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Say nothing. Your thoughts are it. Turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application. How to make it blue? Pray tell me, what of our warder friend? Have you garnered some new information? That's a lady. Oh, never mind, it's unit. What? I can't Adam and Eve it. What? What the frick? What's happened? Clearly very grave. Okay, bro. My bad. Miss Lestrade made no mention of my... It's the boss. What the frick? Gregson? The boss is... No. No! What? He was murdered? Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story. Bro. Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was... He was really shot? Would this take place? Nowhere near his home. He's perhaps investigating a case then. Strange. Who's the culprit? Who's the culprit? They got him. Oh, for real? Who? Who? Is it someone we know? Why do I feel like they're gonna say Baroque or something, bruh? Why did I know? No! Okay, okay, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. I just saw him this morning. Oh my god. Are you quite sure? No, I know he didn't do it. Who's gonna be the prosecutor? Oh, you know what? The prosecutor's probably gonna be Kazuma, bro. Gunshot? Sucker, he doesn't even use guns. Yeah. I have 100%. I believe. No. Baroque is innocent. It's a detective's lot to appeal. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves. Mr. Sholmes? What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming, huh? Chill, 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 bro. Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my Okay, yeah. It would be helpful if you could talk to the Reaper. Yes, I want to defend him. You don't care about your blue hair? Oh my god, Gregson. Alright. Fantakes. Fantakes, I know you didn't do it. Look at this smug sucker already Fantakes. 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 Fancy meeting you here. The last place on earth I'd like to be. With the last person. Okay. I can very well not come. I know you didn't do it. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was... Dude, come on. Fantakes doesn't even use guns. He has a sword that they obviously took from him. Go home. This has nothing to do with you. No, I'm not. Forgive me, Lord Fantakes, but I must disagree. There's really nothing I can tell you. What the frick were you just reading back there? Was it something related to the case? This? Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information. This is a letter from an old acquaintance. What, who? Oh yeah, Albert. Okay. Of course. I would like you to read my I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with. What does he want to know? Everything, homeboy. I know you didn't do it. Yeah, they seem to have less bite. Obviously, because he can't bite me. What happened? Can you at least tell your side of the story, please? Please? How much you already know? I know 0. Not nothing. We were told that there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot. Then you're well informed. Okay, come on. What? What? Suck it? What do you mean? How do you not know? What? He literally... Bruh. I don't need to answer that. Oh my god. After all, you're not representing me. What? But I want to. Who's gonna be your defense? Let me defend you. Who's gonna be representing you? Anyone? No, 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 no. Please, come on. Defense lawyers shy away from any trial. This is different. In my career, all the defendants I prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 dying. I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with it. Okay. You didn't actually have anything to do with those people's death. I know. Why are we doubting? It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth. He was probably investigating about the Reaper. What did Albert say? Started to... It's a relief. Should now be beyond... Yeah. Yeah, so it seems. Your stupid little Nipponese friend, for example. Alright, tell me he was keeping... Yeah, he's okay. So's Gina, though. He is. Can I please represent you? So, it appears our conversations are dry. There's just a 2-second silence. Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain me. Second, you're in jail. I was wondering, Lord Mansings, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you. You trust me, do you? Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I see how you treat people, so I'm quite sure that you would never have taken somebody's life. My feelings can't be used as evidence in court of law. It's a very gracious offer, however, I trust no one. That much was obvious. Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese. But please, I have no intention of engaging your services. But you need someone. Oh my god. I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. You know I can't do that. No. Bro. Poor man's Yanks. Hold on. Anyway. Hey, is this... I saw the picture of... Why is there a freaking wig on the floor? I know I should be laughing, but like... Look at that picture of that woman. She's obviously mad. Chum's just left, bruh. Do you mind if we investigate it too? Yeah. What? Of course I am! What? Lord Van Zieks is not responsible, bruh. Dang, bro. Man, Gregson, bro. In what way? Take my hat off to Flowers' words. Well, he knows Baroque, right? He doesn't go after anyone. Huge bone. Huge bone. Okay, never mind. What are you talking about? Single bullet went right through. Struck that candle. Okay. The Reaper doesn't even use a gun. How do you know? Big wig lawman? There's a wig on the freaking floor, bruh. That's the same people who Sholmes freaking let in, bro. Or he put them in the jail, bro. Alright, now let me investigate. Who's this woman? Is this Mrs. I forgot her name. Who is that? What's the matter? What? Mrs. Freaking. What's her name? Why? Bro, oh my god, bro. Mrs. Vigil. Oh, I was about to say Vigil. Yeah, what? No, this has to do with her husband being missing. Detective. So, what's what the frick is the reason? Advertisement. The red hair thing, bro. Probably needed money, I guess. Dang. Yeah, they really liked Gregson, right? Freaking sucks, bro. Let me look at that gun. What? No! Freaking toy officer. Yes. Freaking man, Jakes plays the toys, bruh. Oh man. That's a weird oh, never mind. Yeah. I know it's just a rope, but, well, conjures up quite a terrifying image, especially with the blood stain. So the question is, was Baroque in the same room? Why'd they arrest him? No way. There's 2 people. Presumably, no, it didn't. This one? That's a weird angle. I presume that's it. Oh my god, I forgot what Strongheart said it broke this morning. You've made good time. Took an express train back. That must be Kazuma. Could hear Lord Strongheart. Where is he? Kazuma, exactly. He got 2 swords. Is everything in place? I had a private compartment on the train. What's Kazuma? But why are you yelling? But we're trying to eavesdrop. It is. Yeah, bro, just spoke to you too, bruh. Devilry? Excuse me? Bruh. I know who Kazuma is. Don't even look at me. Don't freaking look at me. What? What? Ah, but of course. You're already acquainted, aren't you? Really? Really? Prosecuting? Yeah, you know what? I knew it. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Whatever. I'll freaking beat you in court. I don't care who you are. I want to talk to him. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be alright now. You know, for some reason, I can't bring myself to trust you anymore. Has your memory completely returned? Yeah, completely. I remember everything, including what I was coming here to do. Right. The voice? Sucker. Can I have my sword back? Huh? What do you mean? I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon. Wow, I can't believe you. Whatever. Okay, you know what? No, this is fine. He's not a... Bro. He's not the Reaper. What do you mean? No, I really want to defend him. Kazuma will be prosecuting. Wow. Wow. Jesus, bro. It's a personal request. For real? Why? Why? No, he's got some... You know what, bro? You really rubbing me the wrong way right now, bro. As a matter of fact, I trust Baroque more than you, bro. Pick you. I'm intending, okay? Because I know Baroque is innocent. Although the Reaper appears to be turning down all. Oh my god. Whatever. Whatever. Two foreigners, Rhinosuke. Don't say my name anymore. Can I have that sword back though? I really want it back. Kazuma. The frick are you being so hostile, bro? No, I'll show you, man. Doesn't freaking matter. Whose gun does that belong to? Does it really? Thing is, she wasn't sure. I'm gonna be direct. They give prosecutors guns? That means he has a gun? No, Gregson had... Oh my god. And Van Zieks, he claims it's currently not in his possession. According to his story, he lost it. Short. It's more than a little... Oh my god, bruh. I'll save you, Van Zieks. I promise. Against these morons. Well, thank you very much. Frick. Yeah, you and your lapdog.
Hold it.
Don't talk to me. Get away from me. What is it, Kazuma? I just wanted to thank you. Man, don't play bipolar on me, man. I don't trust you right now. You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over this ocean in my steed. You carried out my role to perfection. Whatever you say, bruh. Whatever you freaking say. Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here. What? Because of your dad? Your dad's a murderer. 5 people? Let me guess. I actually have a favorite. Nah, I'm good, bruh. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. Right in front of me. Okay, fun. Alright. No, I don't care. I'll verse him. Lord Van Zieks would never put his faith in my hands. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent. He does? It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this. Aww. Is that... Oh my god, that's Gregson? Oh, look at Van Zieks. How old is he here? He's like 17 or something? And this is his brother? Aww. That's Gregson, bro. Oh, who's the third person? That's... Wait. That's gotta be his brother. You might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Take it. Okay, thank you. Just hurry. Okay, okay. He wants us. He obviously wants to verse us. Fine. Alright. Pancakes, please. But you've been reading that for like hours. Pancakes. Okay. No, he's... Pancakes? I was intending to ignore you entirely. But I can't turn a deaf ear to such an insulting Nipponese. Oh, sorry. I didn't think you'd hear that. I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time. For real? Which is none of your business. So, have you found a lawyer? How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you. Okay. Like, bro, are you... This is the same dude. Does he have a scar on his head? No, he doesn't. No, not really. I can't really see it. I think he's just furrowing his eyebrows. And look at him, he's smiling here. You used to be so freaking cute, man. What the frick is wrong with you? All freaking mean now. I'd expect nothing less. I have no idea who it is. It's gonna be Kazuma. Asogi? Oh snap, bro. You don't want him to be it? Well then, well I don't think he likes Asogi. Like I think he hates Kazuma more, considering, you know, his father killed his brother. Seems I'm gonna have to engage in conversation with you again after. What do you mean? I'm getting hope, please. 10 years ago, my older brother was murdered. I know. And the killer, as you know. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name Asogi. Oh, Genshin Asogi was Kazuma's son's father. Yep. So what cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court. I don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Kazuma to you. It's what he does. No doubt he knew of the young man's tragedy from the outset. What would he been hoping to achieve? Let's not forget that it was only 8 days that Kazuma recovered from his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? Huh, Asogi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you Nipponese. Bro, I'm a different Nipponese. I'd only just been appointed as a prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother, the director of prosecutions, was hunting down a mass murderer. Yeah, the quote-unquote professor. Signed to the... Dang. That was Genshin Asogi. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me, but... Whoops, I didn't mean to... Oh, that's a new theme. I developed, but none of us saw the true nature of the man. I lost everything when it happened. That's why he has the trust issues. I see. I see. How awful. To avenge my brother, I prosecuted in Asogi's trial. It would ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered the ascribed prosecutor until he consented. What do you mean by the ascribed prosecutor? The man in charge of the professor case inquiry. he was, oh, Strongheart. He was a highly accomplished prosecutor. He agreed to, Since that time, he's the one person to whom I felt indebted. Anyway, time passed. Then, earlier this year, who should arrive in London? But you. And, of all things, as a lawyer. I felt your animosity from the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese. I kept telling myself it was illogical. But for so many years, that hatred had festered inside me. I could no longer control it. I could understand why, now that I know the history. To Kazuma Asogi, I am the bane of his. The reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge. Oh, no, don't worry. Don't you freaking worry, bro. If you just let me freaking defend you, man. Bro. Kazuma, bro. If he's trying to get revenge, bro, over his murderer dad. What? If that's really Kazuma's motive, that's kind of stupid. Gregson is transferred to the Paris police. Aw, man. He'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy. Yeah. I wonder, does it happen often? It's the first time I've ever encountered it. Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. Weird. Can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked up to put that arrangement in place. I'm afraid to say that we were very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. We hear that he was considered something of a legend at the Scotland Yard. Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself, by uncovering a decisive... Oh, really? If it wasn't for Gregson's... Ah, so that's why in this picture... Well, actually, no, he knew Gregson before. Bro. Sort of approach. After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy. Autopsy was considered a discretion of the body at the time and rarely performed. My brother was, of course, a noble. That made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something Gregson had dug up in his investigation made him determined it was necessary. So, you must have had great confidence in the inspector's abilities then. He seems to be really close to you. I don't have confidence in anyone. I understand why you have these trust issues, bro, but please! I'm sure Gregson felt the same way. I have no doubt he thought of me only as the ominous reaper. Why are you lying? Obviously he knew you before. Nah, he's lying. Let's talk about your gun. About the gun you used to shoot. Oh yeah, it's not mine. Really? Because common opinion seems to be that it is. What do you expect me to say to that? Lord Strongheart informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm. Did you tell him that? I'm afraid it's true. That's okay. When did you lose it then? That I don't know. I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. Must have stowed it somewhere, I suppose, or left it. Can we access your office? So we can prove it's not yours? That there's nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it. Don't make the mistake of associating me with this Nipponese. Bro, look how freaking big this, bro, compared to her, bro. Can we go through your office to find that, maybe? Also, why are you lying about your relationship with Gregson, bro? Explain this photo. We came by this old photograph. Where'd you get that? Obviously, Kazuma's freaking snuck around and gave it to us. It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was long lost. Oh, look at you, you're smiling! Is the man on the left there your brother? Yes, that's my brother. Friday's picture was prominently displayed. Respect? That's nonsense. Oh yeah. Why does he not like Gregson? Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time things were like that. We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice. That was a nice glimpse of the past. I thank you. So why did you guys start hating each other? Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, that's the first time he's actually used my name. I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or lawyers. There's still one thing I'm willing to believe in. It's that. That which you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. Simple determination to know the truth. Lord Ventiax. From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey almost a year ago, I couldn't deny it, even though I dearly wished I could. Here's a loathsome Nipponese, who has absolute integrity as a lawyer. There are only two other men I've known with that same look in their eyes. My brother? Oh no, I don't want to be associated with that guy. Not Genshin. Yeah, the man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust. When you showed me that photograph just now, it reminded me. You mean this photograph? Back then, I was able to laugh. I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. I looked to the future with hope. Since then, I protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe. Dang. Yo, hold on. I'm so sorry. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. Tomorrow's trial, will you— You're asking me! Of course I will! Yo, let's marry. Let's just— Let me chill out. Then my life is in your hands. Yo! I wasn't expecting him to ask us. Well, yeah. Tomorrow in the Old Bailey against my old friend. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about Kazuma right now. I care about Baroque. Cause I know Baroque is innocent. And his past is tragic, yeah. Crushing pressure of this historic courthouse. Just even more menacing tension. Yikes. Ah. Can only be the result of the menacing appearance of the defendant. A little more courtesy, if you please. However, you're certainly not mistaken that this trial is far from ordinary. What do you mean? I'm not privy to the details. However, I understand that no What?! Nah. Good morning, my dear fella. Sholmes, you come at the freaking worst time. Have you made note of my hair? Ah, he freaking fixed it. To be perfectly honest, so much happened yesterday that, well, I completely forgot about your little hair problem. Ha! What to one man is a little hair problem, is to another a day of drinking dubious potion after dubious potion. You have no idea how my stomach ails me this morning. I'm afraid you only have yourself to blame, Mr. Sholmes. Oh snap. And good morning to you, Mr. Reaper. I'm delighted to see you looking so full of vim. And I see London's celebrated great detective is as active as ever. Oh, you exaggerate, my dear fellow, compared to my paltry engagement with a few trivial cases. The Reaper's overbearing presence is a far greater deterrent to the black roots of crime in our capital. And whilst I may not agree with your methods, there is at least one point on which I would readily commend you. What an honor that would be. Your eye for a good lawyer, sir. Mr. Sholmes, shut the frick up. After all, behind this lawyer there's a very great mind, my own. What are you trying to say? The frick? I wish only to say that you should be prepared for quite a trial, Mr. Reaper. Professor Mikotoba and Gina. Morning band? Dang. I decided to come along with... Dang. Yes, Gina? Why'd you agree to this, eh? Why'd you take him on? This Reaper bloke, everyone says him what killed the boss. Dude, when you were accused, did we think you were the killer? No. I don't believe that. Yo, you better calm down, bro. I don't care who goes and what. The Reaper's just a name. It's just a yeah, I understand that. Fear, bro, oh my god. Fiery eyes indeed. Yes, the culprit deserves every ounce of your loathing. He's agreeing with her? At least, that may be some souls to the deceased. Please, Outao. Get whoever did this for the boss. Alright then. Revenge Yakes. One who lost his treasured brother to a mass murder. One who lost his treasured father in a His father's a killer! I don't care! What about Sholmes? Sholmes lost his port. Whatever truth is revealed. We're gonna have to look it straight in the eye. Dang, there really is no spectators, no nothing. The defense is ready, my lord. The prosecution is more than ready. Shut the frick up. Make everything a competition. Yo, I don't care whoever it is, bro. Brock didn't kill anybody. I never thought I'd be facing you behind the prosecution's bench. In other words, this trial's gonna be a lot more far-reaching than Inspector Gregson's murder. How will that work? The burden of all arbitration is a judge. Okay. Okay. Judiciary. Who? What? Bro, my god. I believe it takes an outsider to see the truth sometimes. Shut up. Kazuma. Certainly, my lord. Dang, this is kind of scary. He was actually no, bro. The incident took place on the 1st November after 5 o'clock. Location was a building of flats on Fresno Street. The victim's body was discovered there in an old single-room rental. Dang, he's kind of ripped, bro. Professor Case. How sure are you about the time of the incident? Several witnesses on the street outside heard the gunshot and all have reported the same time. Yikes. Was found curled up in one corner. It's believed that he was shot from at point blank range. I don't understand this angle. If he was standing up, we know that it was like diagonal, so the perpetrator had to be here when. Scorch marks. Alright. I remember first Ace Attorney games. The murder weapon was found lying beside the victim. Okay. No, my lord, not conclusively. Man, we should have searched frickin' his office. If we searched Van Zieg's office and found he didn't. Bruh. Furthermore, my lord, as I've explained, the revolver was fired at extremely close range. Okay. Yeah, we noticed that. As you wish, my lord. Through Miss Rented to a Mr. Hugh Boone. There is precious little furniture inside. Okay. The frick was Gregson even doing there? Why is... You know what? I already know who it is. It's the missing husband, bruh. That's why he has a picture of the wife. When a policeman was informed of the gunshot from the witnesses and rushed to the scene, he found only the deceased inspector and the accused standing alongside holding their revolver. The attending officer arrested the accused on the spot. In that case, the prosecution will like to call its first witness. Who? Alright. Whatever. As a prosecutor, he believes in the oath of office. Okay. Oh man, but he didn't even tell us much yesterday. This is gonna be hard. So, witness, state your name and occupation for the court. Baroque Van Zieks, Old Bailey prosecutor. I did. Yes, my lord. Then I'm sure the court would like to hear you explain some things away. Namely, why you were there in the room on Fresno Street at the time in question, and what exactly took place. I intend to explain away nothing. What? Oh, I was about to say. No way. I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be quiet about it. It's okay, Vansy Aches. Don't worry. I got you, bro. Alright. I was investigating Gregson. What? Why? And my inquiries had led me to that address. When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside and I saw no one. A moment later, I heard the gunshots. I spun around and saw the revolver on the floor. Just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. Oh man, why would you do that, Vansy Aches? It was only then the body of the inspector. Oh, someone shot. They dropped the freaking thing. Vansy Aches picked it up, but he didn't realize if it was shot close range. How did he not realize? How did he not see Inspector Gregson? It was. So you heard a shot being fired in a room with no living occupants. Moments later, a corpse somehow appeared before your eyes. Is that it? Yo, watch your tone, my boy. You're right. You haven't explained away anything. In fact, that would barely. Yo, shut up, man. I thought you were my mute apprentice. Yo. Singular isn't the word. It's laughable. Excuse me. The freak has gone into him. He's not behaving like himself. I'm scared. Why were you investigating him? What on earth for? What? Vansy Aches. I'd identified a distinct possibility that Gregson was involved in the case I was investigating. Regrettably, though, he was killed before I could... Oh, okay. I was privy to this... Okay. I stole into his office in the yard, consulted his diary. The address on Fresno Street was noted in the 5 p.m. You illegally entered... Shut up, man. Shut the frick up. I was aware of the possible consequences. So in summary, you were investigating the victim, and yet you refused to tell the court why. I didn't realize British prosecutors enjoy such freedom to choose what to... Okay. Ugh. What a moron. Hold it! Had you ever been to the address before? No, never. I only learned of the place as a result of my investigations. There was no light inside when I entered, so it was all but impossible to make out anything. But at 5 p.m. the sun... Well, there is... The windows are boarded up. Yeah. For the light found its way inside the room from the outside. Okay. I would have noticed if the victim was lying already on the floor. Second, didn't you freaking investigate the scene? Quite sure that the part of the room where the body was found was very dark. I have a feeling there was a small oil lamp burning on the desk. Huh. Was he talking about that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it only illuminate like what this is a hard corner, so. When I entered the room, I closed the door behind me and started toward the desk to investigate. What'd you find? Nothing. I never actually reached the desk. Because of the shot, right? Hold it! So who fired the gun? I have no idea. I didn't see anybody else in the room. Say it was very dark in there, right? Yep, that's right. All I can tell you is I didn't sense another's presence. No, that's out of the question. Well, why? Without doubt, the sound emanated from inside the room. I could smell the gunpowder. Okay. And you say that's the point at which you noticed a revolver on the floor? Correct. And I foolishly picked it up. Bro, everyone's against him right now. The barrel of the revolver I picked up was cold. Yeah, you were framed. That's weird. What the heck? but then what the Ugh.
Hold it!
A man, you say? One of the witnesses, I presume? That's right. Who's a witness? Okay. They did and almost gave me a heart attack in the process. You're supposed to be the bro, shut up, bro. First man to come in immediately noticed a revolver in my hand. It doesn't help the way you freaking look, bro. You freaking look like a menace. Okay. Anyway, the man screamed drew my attention in that direction.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? The frick? I see. The man flat eye examined the body. Stunned to find that it was Gregson. How the inspector was killed or how his body seemed to appear out of nowhere, I have no idea.
Objection!
What? Surely the court has heard enough. My lord, the cross-examination is clearly revealed. Are you okay? Well, what the frick is that supposed to mean? Defendant is lying, you say? Why are you yelling? In his testimony just now, he claims that he failed to notice the victim's body because the room was dark. It's correct. No, that's impossible. You're not the defense, I am. It's proven by this candelabrum. How the frick does that prove anything? So? I think he's trying to say the door open, maybe like blew the candles out or something. Oh my god, I know what he's trying to say. No. Bro, it's so circumstantial, bro. Oh my god, that must be because that particular candle was extinguished when others were still burning. But couldn't it just have been... That's mere speculation. Couldn't it have just been freaking... No, what if those other candles were just like that because they've been used before? Like those two, it just depends. Shut up, bro. Now to the next lie. There's more? The accused also claims never to have visited the scene of the crime before. That's the truth. In that almost empty room, the police discovered something very unusual. Okay, what does it have to do with him? Because I was saying that the contents of the police, however, that's not conclusive evidence that was from him. Your argument is weak as frick. Furthermore, all those cases. Shut up, bruh. Bruh, that's so weak. Where's your evidence, bro? What the What, bro? You are okay. Nah, no, bro. Shut up. Shut up, bro. He doesn't even make a compelling argument. This is conjecture, bro. Whoa! What? That's not even conclusive. He didn't even do a brilliant job, bro. What are you talking about? Yeah, okay, I noticed that. Ah, the other one's okay. Bro, why are you bowing, bro? Like, you're on trial for murder, bro. Sit back down. Little Red Riding Hood. What the oh, it's this guy, bro. So, witnesses, state your names and occupation for the court. This is the guy, bro. Beepo, I think his name is. This guy has like a freaking rash on his neck. Okay. Excuse me, he said try the minute. Yo, shut up, bro, Kazuma. Kazuma knows me too well, bro. Alright, sixpence it is. Okay. Is that it? I'm not paying you to freaking. Oh my god, bro. I'm okay. What? Bro, I'm good, bro. Why are these people trying to sell me stuff? Try the woman. Bro, oh my god. Pay the woman. What? Why me? I'm okay now. Bro. Bang! Oh, now that I'm thinking about it. The last witness, what name do you go by? That's Beepo, bruh. I've seen him. What the fudge? I think, therefore I am. I am. Most powerful statement in the universe. So, you don't actually sell anything? What did he write down? So you're a consultant? What? Oh, never mind. Pity. Okay. Very. Shut up. I'll be back. Anyway. Bang, exactly, bro. Okay. Who they see going inside the building? Bruh. The room was just one of several flats in the building. Someone from another flat could have done it. Bro, are you kidding me? The room in which the inspector was found. Hugh Boone. Bro, chill out, bro. I got this. Get to freaking Preston, I guess. Red hair. You were saying the man wasn't red hair? Well, obviously Baroque doesn't have, nor Inspector Gregson have red hair, bro. What are you talking about? Well, what? What? He's wearing a... Bro, that must be joking, bro. Bruh. To get paid, like Sholmes was trying to. Stop saying we, bruh. And let me, I want to look through my stuff that I had gotten. Let's look through this. Obviously, I don't trust this. Okay.
Hold it!
He wasn't standing over the body. Yeah. I believe in Van Zieks. The heck is that? Do you have something to add, Mr. Sandwich? Yeah. Would you remember? Clean over on his backside. He like what? Will you faint? He screamed. Okay. My bad. Let me chill out, Mr. Gossip. Is this true? Of course Berg wouldn't mention if he freaked out, bro. Look at his neck too, bro. No, Mr. Gossip. I'm gonna have to ask you to add that information to your formal testimony. Interesting. There's no, question. We didn't examine this. Let's examine this. I'm sure there's blood. Yeah, what did I say, bro? How'd I know? How'd I know?
Objection! Objection!
The police found no such handprint on the floor during their investigations. What exactly is the
Objection!
If you listen, you'll find out, Prosecutor Sogi. Certainly, there was no bloody handprint found on the floor. There was a handprint and blood left very clearly at the scene. On the back of this notice board. Bro, I don't have my sword anymore, bro.
Objection!
The witness very definitely testified that he wiped his hand on the floor, and he. Sucker, what are you talking about? Bro. Not if the board itself had fallen over onto the floor. In that case, it's quite possible for the witness's handprint to have ended up on there. Where's the board thing? It's right here, right? So. Yeah, but the fact still stays that there was a handprint on the back of it. Interesting. What? Oh my god. Yeah, it is. There's a very definite contradiction here for which there must have been a reason. I have, my lord, discrepancy between the witness's account. The board moving, obviously I think it's false testimony. It's false testifying, bro.
Objection!
Why do I think I got that wrong, bro. Japanese heritage? Shut the frick up, man. Dude just shot me. Shut up. Just let me freaking. Alright. Give me the thing so I can do it again. The board moving, he must have moved the board. This court can see it's upside down. Oh, that makes so much sense. I'm such a moron. I just get ambitious when I'm mad. The frick do you think it tells us? One simple fact. When this handprint was made, it was on the floor. It must have been moved.
Objection.
Tell the court who? I don't know it yet, bro. What the freak? The point is, when you consider all the testimony we've heard so far, we can now be very clear on one point. The position of the notice board at the time of the incident, my lord. Well, it's obviously near the body somewhere. Like, I would say, like, say over here, bro.
Take that.
This is the only possible location. According back to the testimony given by the defendant earlier, he said that when he entered the room, it was dark. Couldn't see the body. If the notice board had been here, the body would have been completely hidden from view, and the light from the candles would have been blocked, making the room appear darker.
Objection.
Yeah, maybe it was moved. Look again at the floor plan. Oh, I would have fell. Oh my god. That can't. Honey. The door struck the notice board, knocking it over and making the victim's body visible. My client has told nothing but the truth. He has simply described what he saw. How about them apples, yo? After the incident, somebody must have righted the board and moved it into the position where the police, myself, and my colleagues saw when we were investigating the room. You and your fellows were there at the scene before anybody else. Goes without saying that you must know something about the position of the notice board. Alright, that kid is suspicious as frick. What does that even mean? None of you can elaborate further. Shaken by the crime they witnessed, but those don't even get me started. We can't expect these witnesses to be able to give a more precise account of what happened. Bro, what is this guy talking about? Do you really? In any case, as his testimony shows, even if the notice board was moved by somebody following the incident, it makes... Okay, you just copied off of Baroque's tactics, bro. You're just restating your claim, man. Alright, bro. Obviously, yeah. Yeah, what are you talking about, bro? You say you're doing business, you mean you were selling them fireworks, right? I have a theory. This bang and this opening door, I think it was premeditated murder, man. It was hidden by the board deliberately, and when somebody smacked that thing open, it fell down, obviously. Then he saw the body. That's simple as it. Because he said, Van Ziek said the gun was cold. Oh my god, I just solved this entire case, man. What was that? What is it, sir? Something wrong, Mr. Sandwich? No. Did Miss Venus' statement just now bring something to mind, perhaps? Let's say there was a great liar. And a great liar said without batting an eye, telling barefaced lies is kind of my thing. I'm ever so good at it. Those words be of hers, be a lie too? Okay. Not entirely sure, to be honest, but it seems to me you're suggesting Miss Venus has been lying, are you? What the heck? So Miss Venus has lied in her testimony, and that's what you're saying, Mr. Sandwich? Can you elaborate, please, sir? Old blabbermouth, you're head for the room, but a gunshot seemed... Lady, can you tell the truth? Huh? Yeah, you mentioned it. Either you clearly remembered or you freaking don't, bro. What do you freaking see, yo?
Hold it!
You make a habit of lying, do you? Alright. You did in fact go to the room where the victim was killed on the day in question, didn't you? Oh please, as if I would. I can't think of anything more terrifying. The frick? The truth, please. Did you touch anything at the scene? Oh please, as if I would. I mean, there was a dead body on the floor. Truth, please. Well, alright, just a bit then. Interesting. Alright, now I hesitate to ask, but you didn't move the notice board by any chance, did you? Oh please, as if I would touch anything. Bruh. The truth. Yeah, I love Kazuma. Flip the blasted thing. Why? You're telling us you did move that board? I think that did slip out, didn't it? So did you find anything there? Something that you might have taken perhaps to sell? The truth now. So it was you, was it? You're the one. Wait, what the frick is that? It's not all that. Shut up, man. That watch must be submitted as evidence at once. Now, children. The glass is broken. More than likely, it shattered when the inspector was shot. The hour of 5. Just exactly when the gunshot was heard. Okay. Doesn't say that much now, does it? Shut the frick up, man. We gotta analyze that freaking watch, yo. There must be something significant on this. Useful man to have around, in fact. What the heck's this? Looks broken. What's this? Keyhole. Keyhole, something that I've already. And what the frick would that be? Do I have any key here? I'm not seeing. Wait. Small. Twist it. Yeah, twist it. Maybe it has something in it. Oh, snap. I know what it's for. Can we use it then? What the fuck? Well. Seemingly we can't put that in, so. How the frick do we put it in, bro? Do we just examine the frickin' this thing? Maybe it'll. Good, okay. It was deliberately set at a certain time. I see. These freaking morons. Yeah, no. You're wrong, Squire.
Objection!
I'm afraid it's not necessarily the case. Scene found the key to the winder of this inspector's broken watch. Having loaned up the watch, we discovered that it in fact still works. The watch didn't stop because it was broken. And that fact completely undermines one of the most fundamental premises on which this entire case is built. Yeah, deliberately, obviously. Time that was showing on the watch tells us nothing other than when it was wound down. It's merely a coincidence that it happened to be at 5 o'clock.
Objection!
Or someone did it deliberately. Even if that's true, the 3 witnesses here all heard the gunshot at 5 o'clock. So that's obviously when the crime was committed.
Objection!
But your freaking logic holds no water. That doesn't hold. Why not? Recall what Inspector Lestrade said only moments ago. Wind it up every evening without fail. If that's the case, you wouldn't expect the watch to have completely wound down by 5 o'clock the following day. It was deliberate. The inspector was already unable to wind his watch. You can't mean. What would stop a man winding his watch if he's been in the habit of winding it every single evening for 10 years? The obvious answer is that if he was already dead.
Objection!
Extraordinary isn't the word, it's absurd. You claim he was already dead the night before. Do you really think that Scotland Yard's coroner would... Time of death is not noted.
Objection!
Okay. That blood could be explained in any number of ways. It could have been put there. Okay, I don't think so.
Objection!
Does my learned friend... Learned friend?! You're not Baroque, bruh. You've been told previously that Scotland Yard has no way to identify blood as human. So then a chicken's blood could have been used, for example?
Objection!
Gunshot was heard at 5 o'clock that afternoon. Quote-unquote gunshot, I'll tell you what it was a firework. What? Given that the time of death of the victim has already been called into question, isn't it beyond the realm's possibility that what these witnesses heard wasn't a gunshot at all? What you just did right now. This guy's a whip? What the frick? I don't doubt your ears, sir, but all you can state with certainty is that you heard a noise. A noise that sounds like a gunshot could have been made, yeah, with, where is it? This thing.
Take that!
Something like this. The culprit could have set one off. Yeah. Not 100 of them together. The Venus special that you sell for 600 pennies sounds like yikes. As the court can now attest, it sounds very much like a gunshot, in fact. You're trying to suggest that somebody set one of those fireworks off at the scene. Not at the scene. Somebody knew that the defendant was in the room at 5 that day and sought to implicate him by creating a sound like it. Also, same thing with the gun. The gun was cold when he touched it. That doesn't make sense. No, you're wrong.
Objection.
Recently, during my time here in Britain, I've learned a very useful invention indeed. Something called a time bomb. Dynamite. A device that allows you to blow up whatever you like, whenever you like. Time device. Dynamite. Or wait, what are we talking about? I don't even know. Device that was able to produce the sound of a gunshot long after the culprit had left. I don't remember. What device besides this? Time device. Hey, wait a minute. We didn't even examine this, did we? Maybe there's something with this. Not that I'm seeing, actually. There's literally nothing. Could this possibly have been it, though?
Take that.
The tip of one of the candles has been blown off. I don't think that's possible. Traveling through a body, scorching. There are gunpowder scorch marks clearly visible in the... Yeah. That's right, there was, but as we heard earlier, it has to be like very close range. Matter of centimeters from the gun. Which means that the scorching on the candle can't possibly be the result of a gunshot. The fact that there's such visible scorching on the candle suggests that the fireworks must have been right next to it when they exploded. To put it another way, the candle and fireworks were joined together. That makes sense because it would come down to that. That's so freaking smart. And that is how these 3 witnesses came to believe they'd heard a gunshot at 5 o'clock. He's gonna ask for evidence. The person you saw entering the building wasn't the victim at all. Consider this. Obviously, anybody can wear a wig. So the person that these 3 witnesses saw entering the building 15 minutes before the incident occurred could easily have been someone else entirely wearing the red hairpiece, and they just could have put it on him. It was the same person who contrived the firecracker trick. In other words, Inspector Gregson's killer. What? Oh my god! Are you serious? Oh, very impressive, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Kazuma? I'm really quite amazed you've come this far. But after all, wasn't I the one who told you that you had all the makings of a great defense lawyer? Okay. I also know that the lack of time of death in this report stark omission. But as far as I'm concerned, this whole country's justice system leaves a lot to be desired. So, what's your point? What do you mean by that statement? I hear that many of the leading members of WoW. So we cannot allow even the slightest doubt to be overlooked. The defense assertion about the time of death. Oh my god, you did conjecture too. Do you know? Obviously the Reaper. My lord, the defense believes it can explain to the court the case must be investigated. Where's the case board? Relating the victims of the Reaper, right? I would say it's this. I don't want to get too ambitious now. Is there anything else? Oh, prior? Oh, don't tell me he was doing this. I believe this red hair piece points to the answer. We might assume it was part of a disguise used to carry out an undercover investigation. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite true. It would definitely have made him stand out in a crowd. Except that is a crowded gentleman from the Red-Headed League. Yeah. They pay people to like wear red. I don't even know. Oh yeah, the guys that were at Sholmes. Inspector Gregson clearly infiltrated the Red-Headed League using this hairpiece. It's very likely that he had direct contact with these criminals. It's quite possible that such contact led to more serious events. Minute recess. Guys, I'm so tired that I'm feeling like I'm in slow motion right now. How did I not burn out from playing this game? Cause I'm just like that. I don't get burnout. I will play every single Ace Attorney until I'm finished. Okay? Sholmes! Kept you, my dear fellow. Hello, Mr. Sholmes, Gina. Sure about what you said in there? As was I, possibly more shocked than both of you. It's not a competition, Mr. Sholmes. This is the autopsy report in question. Strange there's no time of death. I suppose there's a simple explanation. Perhaps it was a deliberate omission. If it was deliberate, yeah. Come to think of it, you had trouble with those league men too, didn't you, Mr. Sholmes? You were taken in by their trick. No. Naturally, I wasn't taken in, as you put it. My sleuth-hound interest was merely piqued slightly by the rare sense of a weekly £4 income. Yeah, okay. Indeed, yours truly. Okay. Something doesn't quite make sense to me. The day before Inspector Gregson was found, you hadn't had trouble with the Redhead League yet, had you? Well, the logical explanation would be that Gregson's own sleuth hound interest was piqued by the okay. Yeah. Why are they all investigating each other? And Kazuma, of course. Feels though he knew we'd arrive at this point somehow. What's he really trying to achieve here today? All the answers will soon be revealed. Observe the time, my dear fellow. This recess will be over shortly. You're right. Kazuma was determined that he should be the one to prosecute this trial. He was determined that I should take the defense. What is he hoping to make me see? Alright. Oh, Baroque is still there. Now then, Prosecutor Asogi. My lord? Have you summoned the witnesses as requested? Yes. 2 members of the Red-Headed League. Okay. Wait, don't tell me, are they gonna stand all 3 side by side? Oh my, that was a freaking... No, they aren't, I suppose. She's eating spaghetti like there's no tomorrow. I mean, the men. My bad. Fabian de Rochelle. Okay. Two men first became acquainted at a boarding school for European nobility. Okay. So that's the only thing. Oh wait, guys, I have to do something real quick. Give me 2 minutes. I need to go upload my stuff to YouTube. I need not forget. Whoops, I didn't actually mean to go to my... Oh my god. Stream manager, content, video producer. Guys, I hate dogs. I hate them. I hate them. Blah, blah, blah. We did that. Okay, so that was that, and then this. Then this. Then this. Then this, I guess. Then this. Then this. So 6 freaking. Why did I stream for 6 minutes? I forgot. Alright. We. Alright, morons. Jesus Christ. I'm literally falling asleep in my chair. I want to finish this case so bad. But I think me falling asleep in my chair is not a freaking good thing. So I'm gonna freaking save the frick out of this, bruh. Alright, I guess I'm in my stream, bruh.